Hey.
Cool in here.
There we go.
Okay, so am I supposed to just ask you questions?
Yeah, I might ask you some questions, dude. There we go. Bring in your chair.
That?
Yeah, that was good. Go on your knees. There. Perfect. Okay. All right. This is gonna be great.
Did you have a playground when you were little?
Oh, what a great question. Did I have a playground when I was little?
Who do you want to be Pope?
Oh.
How often do you wash your gym clothes?
Who do you think will become the Pope this year and why?
If you didn't start face-to-face, where would you be today and what would you be doing instead of YouTube?
Catherine, did you have a question for me? What kind of question was it?
What did you do when it was your birthday?
What did I do when it was my birthday? Which birthday?
Like your old one?
The one I just had?
No, the old one.
My old birthday. Like when I was a little boy? What did I do when I had a birthday when I was a little boy? Where did I grow up? Do you know where I grew up?
At Grandma and Grandpa's?
That's right, in St. Walburg. And you know what Grandma would do?
Make a cake?
She would make a cake, and all my brothers and sisters would sing happy birthday.
But who's your brothers and sister?
Well, do you not know who some of them are? Or do you?
I do.
You do? And who's the oldest one? Who's the oldest in my family?
You?
That's right. Yeah, so my younger brothers and sisters would sometimes sing me happy birthday. Well, you always sing me happy birthday. Okay, Pascal, do I have a bag?
Yeah.
Should we see what's in the bag? Okay, you're gonna tell me what's in the bag. Okay? Okay, don't look. Okay.
Jack!
What is this?
Jack.
A truck?
My Jack.
That's your truck?
Yeah.
Or is it Daddy's truck?
Daddy's Jack.
Or is it your truck?
Jack. Daddy's Jack.
Oh, do I have a truck?
Yeah.
Oh, for garbage, yeah. But this is your truck. Isn't this nice? Here, grab the truck. Grab it. Okay.
Who do you want to be Pope?
Oh, who do I want to be Pope? Yeah, that's a great question.
I think I already know that question.
You already know the answer?
Yep, but that's all I can kind of think of.
Who do you think will become the Pope this year and why?
Maria asked something similar.
Oh,
That's okay. Well, here's the question. Who do you think will become the Pope?
I don't really know.
You don't know?
I don't really know any popes.
So we haven't talked about any potential cardinals. I don't think we have. I can tell you who I hope will be the Pope, become the Pope. And that's Cardinal Sarah. He's 79. He's 79 years old and he's turning 80 really soon. I think in June. And the reason I think he would be just a fantastic Pope is because he communicates the beauty of our faith in a real clear way. Well, who do you think I want Pope to be?
Pope Sarah. Is that how you say it?
Well, there is a Cardinal Sarah. And if he became Pope, he would change his name.
What would his name be?
Well, the popes decide before they become Pope. Did you know that? That
No.
if my name, pretend I was a cardinal, and my name was Cardinal Ken, and then I became a Pope, then I would change my name to something else.
What would you pick?
Oh, he's very concise with his words. I've read a couple of his books. Like he wrote a book called The Power of Silence and about prayer and just spending time with Jesus. And it really moved me. And I think it would be wonderful to have a Pope who has a deep spiritual life like that and then a real sharp mind. He's very well respected in his continent of Africa. And I think he would do a tremendous amount of good for the church. Tell me what this is.
Airplane.
An airplane?
Yeah.
Do you like airplanes? Okay. Do you like airplanes?
Yeah.
What would I pick?
Yeah.
That's a great question. If I was Pope, well, that would change a lot of things. That means I wouldn't be your father.
Yeah.
That would be kind of sad.
Yeah.
But if we let our imagination go, and if I was Pope and I had to pick a name, maybe Pope Alphonsus.
Okay. I don't know if I'd choose that, but I'm not you.
That's right. Okay, if you had to choose a name for me if I was Pope, what would that name be? So, Madeleine, you got some questions for me?
The first one I've written down is, if you didn't start face to face, where would you be today and what would you be doing instead of YouTube?
If I didn't start face to face, okay.
Pope. I'm trying to think of like one of those normal names. John.
Yeah?
Pope John.
There's been many Popes, Johns.
Yeah.
And what happens when a Pope John takes the name and then another guy wants to be Pope John and somebody else took the name? What do?
They just have the same name?
No, they changed the name slightly.
Slightly. So saying John, yeah. Bleh.
Not John yet. John. If there was a second John to be John, then they would say Pope John II.
Oh.
And then if there was a third guy who became Pope and wanted to be Pope John, what would the third guy's name be?
Saint John III.
Pope John III.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think we're up quite high with the Pope Johns. There's been that many.
Oh no, I feel like this would suit you, but I don't know if it suits you.
What's that?
Well, I was thinking about Pope, like for you, like Pope Bob.
Pope Bob?
Yeah.
That's okay.
It doesn't suit you, but I feel like it suits you.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Did Grandma and Grandpa get my name wrong? Should have they named me Bob? Or is Bob more suited for me if I was Pope?
Can you just keep your name like Ken? Pope Ken?
I don't know if that's ever happened.
Or you could do Pope Kenneth.
First of all, what is face to face?
It's a ministry you started.
Yeah. And what was your first event that you went to?
First event was probably Ignite Junior.
How long ago?
I was in grade 6, so like probably 4 or 5 years ago.
Do you remember me ever doing music in front of people and speaking in front of people?
Yeah, like I remember when I was little, I would go to Ignite like a couple times with you and see you speak. And then I remember a couple times Mom would bring us to the United Conference and I would see you speak there too, or do music.
So you were pretty little? You must have been.
I remember, yeah, so I guess I would have been like 4 when you stopped, or a bit older, maybe 5.
When I stopped with face to face?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that maybe is about right. Are you ready? What is it?
Lego.
Lego?
Yeah.
Do they have names? Do they?
Yeah.
Here you go.
More.
Do you like Legos?
Yeah.
You do?
More.
Throw it down. Go like this. All right. High five. All right. So what would have I done if I didn't do that? There was a period of time when I wanted to, there was 2 things. There's a period of time where I wanted to be a stockbroker.
What's that?
Trading stocks on the stock market. You can buy a stock.
Like what you do now sometimes?
Well, no, like a stock is like, you own a portion of a company and then you trade it with other people and the value of the company goes up, then you sell it so that was something that was of interest to me a long time ago. And then that was something. But then when I had a renewal of my faith, it became more real and personal. I was going to become a doctor in psychology. So to counsel people, to sit down with them and talk with them and help them through their problems and help them grow in their faith. And so that's the education that I took that was leading me down that road. But I stopped. And when I stopped, it was just going to be for a year. I was going to stop my education just for 1 year. And in that 1 year, I was hired by a bunch of churches to start a senior youth program. And that was the beginning of what is today face-to-face ministries. So if I had not done face-to-face, I probably would have continued on in my counseling education and became a clinical psychologist.
Okay.
That's the answer. Good question.
Okay. Next.
What did you want to be when you were a little kid?
Have I said anything before?
I don't know.
You know, if you could guess, what would you guess?
Policeman?
No, never wanted to be a policeman. I didn't really have anything that I wanted to be. I don't think I really thought of that. I think it would have been fun to be an astronaut, but it's not something I really thought about much. Yeah, I don't really have a good answer for that. There wasn't one thing. I remember Uncle Keith said that he wanted to be a farmer because he wanted to milk cows. But I don't really remember saying anything when I was little for some reason. What about you? Have you thought about it?
Nope.
Well, here's a better question though. Is the better question, what do we want to be when we grow up?
Or who does God want us to be?
Yeah, I think that's the more important question, because ultimately what he wants us to be is going to make us happy and glorify him. So that's the question I would want you to ask, is that when you want something, you can think, God, do you want me to want this? And then give your desire for that over to him. Next one. Oh, are you ready? What is it? What is this?
Kite.
What is it?
Kite. My kite.
How often do you wash your gym clothes?
Did someone say to ask me that question?
Well, I was gonna ask how often do you change your socks? but then said do gym clothes.
Dad,
Yes.
when you were a kid, what was your favorite subject in school and why?
Well, that's pretty easy. It was gym,
Why?
because I didn't really like learning when I was your age.
Why not?
Because I wasn't good at it. See, I think God has blessed you with, you pick things up pretty quickly. I didn't have that. It was really difficult for me to learn, especially when I was your age and younger. And so reading was difficult and math was difficult. And so I didn't enjoy learning at all. So when it came to gym time, it was a break from that. And I really enjoyed playing in the gym. How often? What? Do you think it's often?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So when we work out, I will go maybe 2 or 3 workouts, and then I will throw them in the wash. And the reason is, it's so that mom doesn't always have to get all this laundry. And I figure I'm only wearing it for 30 minutes, and I'm gonna get stinky and sweaty anyway. So I don't put on. Sometimes I don't always put on a fresh shirt or shorts. That's why. For the regular clothes, they get washed more often. Good question. I could ask you that too.
Every time. I don't like wearing dirty clothes.
Okay, very good. Good question. What's your favorite subject?
Math.
How come?
Because I find it easy and you can use it in like things in the world, kind of.
So give me an example of how you've used math recently in a real life example. Because I see you doing it often.
Hockey stats.
Yeah. So what kind of things do you like to calculate?
If a player plays a certain amount of games but they don't play the whole season, I calculate the points per game and then see how much they would have gotten if they played the whole season.
Yeah. So points per game.
Yeah.
So who had the highest points per game this year?
Maybe it was Nikita Kucherov.
Or
Nathan McKinnon.
between those two?
Yeah.
What about all time?
Wayne Gretzky.
Do you know what it is?
Points per game?
Yeah.
I think 1.9.
Per game?
Yeah.
Who else would be up there?
Mario Lemieux.
And what's he at?
I think 1.8.
So just a little bit behind?
Yeah.
So modern day players, who would be the closest to that?
McDavid and McKinnon.
And they're at, you said?
Well, McDavid's at 1.5.
Okay. Ready for another one?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, what's this?
Orange.
What?
Orange.
Are you sure?
Apple.
An apple. Do you like apples?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, this is an apple?
Yeah.
What's this?
Orange.
What?
Orange.
An orange? Which one do you like better? You like this better? How come? Is it more tasty? Oh.
Did you have a playground when you were little?
Oh, what a great question. Did I have a playground when I was little? Yes. Do you know where Grandma and Grandpa's house is? And the park that we go to that's right beside their house? That was full of playground stuff. And so we would walk over there right across the alley. Yeah.
So it was the same stuff that we go to?
It wasn't the same stuff. It was the same place. But now what they have is nicer things. But we had swings. There was a slide.
But they do have swings. And now they'll have slides and swings.
Yeah. They're nicer slides and swings.
But some of them are dirty.
You're right. But the rain will just wash them off.
Did you really want to get cats?
Not really. There's just something else to look after. Did you get the impression what was your thought? Did you think I wanted cats or I did not want cats?
I didn't think you wanted them because you like looking at animals, but you don't like taking care of them. You don't want any.
That's true.
So.
No, that's the correct observation. I didn't really want any cats, but I thought you guys probably would enjoy them. So
Yeah.
And now Rosie had babies.
5.
So
2 days ago.
Yeah, we got a problem.
8 cats.
And we're not going to keep all 8 cats. There's no way this place is going to have 8 cats.
But we're not killing them either.
We'll give them away.
Okay, good.
I think we're all done. Is there anything else in the bag?
Yeah.
Is there anything else inside?
Okay.
It's all gone. Okay. Thank you for your help. High five. All right.